You need at least 1,000 XRP to be able to watch this. The movie today will show Michael Saylor's journey into the world of cryptocurrency and explain why having cryptocurrency is important for your future if you want to be wealthy. Here's what this movie is going to be about: a lot of different things like Bitcoin in its early days and how they all connect to XRP, and exactly why you should hold 1,000 XRP. Now pay attention, click like, and let's watch the movie. Are you surprised that public companies have taken so long to start using this Bitcoin funding strategy? Okay, I guess I'm a little shocked. But because as soon as you get Bitcoin and understand what it means, you think, I need to buy as much as I can quickly before someone takes it all away. When I first started buying Bitcoin in 2020, I thought, oh no, I need to do this quickly because someone is going to figure it out and the price will 10x and I better get it before it 10x's. So, I mean, that's what you do when it finally sinks in. As you ask yourself, why? Like, why wouldn't anyone who wants to become a millionaire should go buy $1 billion worth of Bitcoin smash overnight? Why wouldn't they want to make $1 billion? Do you know what 5 billion, 10 billion, or any other amount of money feels like in Bitcoin? It feels like the infinite money glitch in the early days, right? In real life, though, the world follows standard patterns of behavior and follows standard ceremonies and rituals, and there are many conservative forces at work that slow down businesses and agencies. For example, in the past 4 years, one question has been whether or not Bitcoin will be accepted by the government, and the answer wasn't really clear until January 2020. It was a big sign that this wasn't tulip bulbs or a scam when the US Securities and Exchange Commission approved Bitcoin spot ETFs. This is a real business digital asset and digital product. That was a very important point. Fair value accounting is something else that had to happen before businesses could start using it. The value of your Apple stock would have gone up by $1 million if you bought it, and it doubled in value. But if you bought $1 million worth of Bitcoin in the old system of uncertain and real accounting and it doubled in value, you would probably have a loss. If the CFO didn't care, they could say, hey, I can buy this, and if it doubles, I'll make money. If I buy that and the price goes up, it will look like I lost money. That was, in my opinion, an unfair and aggressive report. And this year it just changed. The third thing that needs to happen for Bitcoin to be widely used by institutions is for banks around the world to start holding Bitcoin, right? Google makes $1 billion a month, or even $1 billion a week some weeks. I have no problem sending that money to JP Morgan or Citigroup and telling them to buy government T-bills. This kind of wire move is normal at Google and is done by a junior worker. I could wire $1 billion to JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, or Wells Fargo, but I couldn't buy Bitcoin with that much money. I need to find someone new to date. Someone new needs to be added. Most of the time, these businesses had the same bank for 20 or 30 years. It used to be called National City Bank. There was a Rockefeller bank called National City Bank. The bank was owned by John D. Rockefeller. It's possible that the oil companies have dealt with the same bank for 100 years. That's why we did it before those things. What we've seen so far is the ETFs have played a big role in this process. The changes to the books have been a second green check now. Here's the thing Michael Saylor's talk about: a huge financial change isn't just happening with Bitcoin. Other cryptocurrencies are also benefiting. XRP will also gain a lot from this, which makes sense since XRP was created with banks in mind. That is, they plan to keep huge amounts of XRP on hand and want you to buy a lot of it. This is going to help their stocks go through the roof. It will help everyone at the same time. The relationship is good for both sides. Also, Michael Saylor is going to talk about this in more depth, so please pay close attention because this is going to change your life. In the United States, look at the point where the big banks start to store Bitcoin. We put the third leg of the stool in place. Then Microsoft's bookkeeper could wake up one morning and say, I think we should buy some Bitcoin. So the CFO would say, okay, I guess the books look good. The lawyers and general counsel would say things like, well, the SEC approved this and 34 companies have 34 ETFs with $70 billion of Bitcoin in them. I guess that means it's a real advantage. That person could then be told by the accountant to buy the government $1 billion and hang up the phone. You see, it's just very stress-free. We're not quite there yet. That's the bad thing. At this rate, it will be 1 or 2 more years before we can solve the banking problem. It's clear that it will happen, but it will take some time. Oh, and in the meantime, these companies you named have a chance to get ahead. And if you're the first person to buy something, it's like how someone who got Bitcoin in 2013 or 2017 had to put in a lot of work. You get paid more, but you have to do more work. I used to tell people, look, when it's easy and not controversial, everyone will want it. People won't make fun of you if you buy it, but you won't be able to. Like, you'll only be able to buy 1% of what you can now. So when it gets easy, you'll have to pay more for it, or you can work a little harder now and get a deal from the market. In terms of digital money, the most exciting years for growth will be from 2024 to 2034. For digital intelligence, the same is true. It must be the same thing, right? This is the decade of digital capital. I use the word capital instead of money because people sometimes ask, is that money or is that the store? Is it a way to buy and sell things or a place to keep money? Right now, I think the most important change is that Bitcoin will become the best way to store digital money. How much is that worth? It is worth a lot of money, hundreds of trillions. The trend is very hard to follow because it's worth a lot. You now know that businesses and organizations are getting bigger. That is between 1 and 2 orders of magnitude bigger than what was going on before. That will keep going strong for another 10 years. That's the Bitcoin gold rush. That's the gold rush you see. 99% of Bitcoin will have been mined by 2035. Right now is the time when there are natural buyers because you can buy 450 Bitcoin every day from someone who wants to sell it, right? When that supply stops, the only way to get Bitcoin is to bribe someone to sell it to you at a higher price, when prices go up a lot. So now is the gold rush for Bitcoin because institutions, regulators, and banks are all wanting to get in. Some have already gotten in. This week, the biggest bank in Brazil was in the news. In fact, Bank Atoll, which is the biggest bank in South America, has said that their users can buy, sell, and store Bitcoin with them. What if JP Morgan told all of its users, hey, you can buy, sell, and store Bitcoin with us? That's what took place in Brazil. I'd like to know what you think about XRP, Bitcoin, and the way money is going in the future. Are you optimistic? Are you a bear? Are you scared or excited? Please let me know what you think in the words below. Enjoy your time down there. And don't forget to join my Discord group, which is a great place to meet other crypto fans, where we can all learn and grow. There you have it. Click the like button, subscribe. See you next time. Goodbye.